How are you doing? I actually am setting this up. Look at my desk, y'all. I got so much stuff on here. So much stuff. How are y'all doing today? I got one dog outside crying. And how does this look actually? Looks like a mess, doesn't it? Hey, Sarah Johnson, Gay 10, Steph Ramsey, Ann Gusiak, how are you? I got a dog trying to get in the room, y'all. Y'all know how it goes. Carmina, y'all come on in. Look, Gooby doesn't want Strawberry in the room right now, so it's crowded in the room right now, y'all. Angela Gordon is here. How are y'all doing? Oh,
You'll be all right.
that's Gooby is angry right now because he doesn't want Strawberry to be in the craft room. Only he wants to be in the craft room. Oh, Amanda says, I recently started thrifting the little golden books and making collages out of my favorite childhood ones. Nice. Eileen, I'm feeling better. Thank you for asking. I'm feeling better. My back doesn't hurt a lot. Okay. I have just minimal amounts of pain every so often if I overdo it. But I had my appointment on Tuesday for my follow-up mammogram, or I should say follow-up breast exam, and everything is fine. Okay. They found something, but everything is fine. So it's just a small cyst. But y'all go get yourself checked out. Just don't get all twisted up like I did. Don't get all twisted up like I did, okay? So thank y'all so much for all your prayers. We are trying to still catch up for our let me allow some of y'all to come in here. It's great news. Great news, Donna Satterley. It was a relief when that doctor came in and said, we'll see you next year. That everything is good. So y'all gonna be seeing me. Okay, so Craft Girl on Mac is here. Look, y'all prayers. I felt y'all prayers. Y'all been checking on me. I love it. I love it.
Amanda said the same thing happened to her.
Oh, did it, Amanda? Okay. Yep, we're on the mend. Now, here's the other thing, y'all. When you're an at-home business and there's only like the two of you, guess what happens? When you're faced with sickness, and we've had some sickness and family stuff going on since like last summer, you start to fall behind. And so for those of Bill and I decided that for those of you that are in the Stamp of the Month Club, we are still working on your February stamp. Okay. Everything it's we're only human, so we got behind on that. I'm not afraid to admit it. So we are still in the works. It's in manufacturing right now. We're still trying to catch up, but at the same time, we don't want to burn out ourselves playing catch up. So for now, we decided to pause the Stamp of the Month Club until we can catch up. So you will get your February Stamp of the Month, but we do not want to debit your account another month. So it's today, as of today, we're pausing all of the Stamp of the Month Club members. And we're going to just catch up. Okay, so we're going to pause it until we can catch up. And so that's what, it's just the right thing to do. it's just y'all have been so patient with us. But we seem to be lagging behind each month with all of the things that have been going on with Bill's surgery and, just so much. And then me having that, just, it's just been a lot. Okay. So we're going to pause for a moment. And sometimes you have to put things on pause so that you can actually tend to your health. Okay, so we're going to have to put that on pause. So we're going to be going through, and if you see your account come up pause, I don't know if it's going to tell you, but all accounts will be paused. So we have over 100 and something members in our Stamp It a Month club.
Lily McGee says, Tracey, when God is in front of you and all that you do, nothing can break what he has set for you.
That's true. That is so true. Thank you so much, Lily. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, we got to bounce back. And, for me, just being in bed, that in itself can cause a little bit of stress because you have a business. And we've always prided ourselves on giving the absolute best customer service. But I don't feel in my heart that we have given y'all the best. And so for that reason, we're going to have to pause that, the Stamp of the Month Club. And so, yes, you're wait till you see this next stamp set for February. You're going to love it because you can use it with so many other things. So Eric, all the artwork is into the manufacturer. It's already approved and everything. It's just that there's going to be a little bit of lag time. And that's because I was late getting everything in. Family comes first. Yes, Eileen Moore. And I know there's people who end up burning themselves out and then just never able to really bounce back. And so it just made sense to do that. So we always want to do right by you. If we're going through stuff, and I feel like I wanted to have this business because I wanted to give great customer service. I wanted us to be able to support our family. And so y'all have been there every step of the way for us. But when things happen after 7 years, I think we've have a pretty good track record. It's time to take a pause as far as that Stamp of the Month Club for now. Oh, I appreciate that, Norma's creation. Norma, I'm so not used to seeing Norma's creation. Okay. I'm used to seeing Norma Gwen Watson up there. I appreciate it, y'all. So when someone comes on and says, you know what, I cannot take your money anymore and feel right about it. Period. Until I get this right, I got to make sure that we caught up with this. Wait, six wheels is who? It's Karen Hallgren. So with that said, I need to come up with a date for Mindless Crafting at midnight. I love that name, Karen. I love that name. Six wheels. I love it.
6 wheels. What does that mean? It means 6 wheels.
I love it. Karen's in a wheelchair, babe.
Oh, that's what 6 wheels means?
Yes. He better get a clue, okay?
I did not know that.
Ah, Karen.
I'm so late.
Karen, we miss you too. See, she said it. 6 wheels has a wheelchair.
Oh.
He don't know. Karen, he don't know. Okay.
You like a hot rod mama. 6 wheels.
Thank you, Eileen Moore. I'm working on some beautiful with that said, I'm working on some beautiful digital paper for y'all. Um, it's really pretty. Bill is actually sizing it for me now, so that'll be out soon. But yeah, we need to have another mindless crafting at midnight. So I need to get that date for y'all, so that we can do a mindless crafting at midnight. I think that would be fun. Let's have some fun, y'all. I've been in bed. Let's have fun. So every so often, I still have to kind of come off my back because even when we went to Bill had to drive to the to my appointment on Tuesday. So I'm not fully having use of that right arm. It's that right arm that everything is on. That whatever anything that's connected to the right arm, that back and even the front area is almost like it spasms. So yeah,
Craft Girl on Max says, "Do you do all the art, Tracey?"
some of it.
You might not at least 95% of it.
Now, yes, now I do. Yeah, I do a lot of it now.
Prayers, Carmina, for Hector's brother,
Oh,
and praises
oh
that
my
you're no longer anemic.
goodness.
You gotta take the good with the bad, I guess.
Praying for you, Carmina,
And for Hector,
and for Hector.
I
And
understand.
people are going through it, y'all. We've been going through it, and I know a lot of my crafty family is going through it too and dealing with stuff. So I appreciate y'all. Appreciate the support that y'all have been giving us. Yeah.
Okay, Carmina, tell Hector, I understand. Today is my brother's birthday, so if he was alive,
Oh
this
yeah.
would be it.
Yep.
This is the first time that, remember, we talked about a saying that, I don't know, someone sent it to me or something. It said, when it was talking about grief, it said there will come a time when the thought of your loved one will bring a smile to your face instead of tears to your eyes. Now, I don't have tears that really come to my eyes anymore, but I surely don't have a smile to my face yet. So I guess I'm somewhere in grief purgatory,
Yeah. There's sometimes when you'll say, "You remember when Jeff did this?"
Yeah.
Or if Jeff was here, he would have handled this way.
Well, and then I'll kind of
So
have a
you do
smile.
that a lot, yeah. Because he was hilarious. Okay.
But he was also,
He was funny. He
but
didn't
had
take
a
no mess.
vindictiveness about himself too.
He ain't take no mess though either.
He had that.
He made sure you knew about it.
thing. On the very first offense, there was no real warning. It's like he's going for the jugular immediately.
Yes,
No, Gaten, I didn't. Thank you very much.
Keeping Carmina in our prayers and Hector. That is really sad news.
Eileen says memories will come.
We got a little bit of flurrying over here, y'all.
The Graph Girl Max says, like, she's a graphic designer also, so she really appreciates what others design too.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Samantha.
Bill does a lot of the cleanup for me too.
Yeah, that's what I do.
He uses what does he use? Adobe, right?
Well, I use both Photoshop and Illustrator.
Yeah, Photoshop.
And now I use other stuff, but usually those two.
Mm-hmm. So y'all don't want to see what my artwork would look like beforehand, before the cleanup starts. So these are those embellishments that I made, right? Using that stamp of the month for January, right?
Hi, Dieg.
So I'm continuing on this to see what these look like, making the actual cards now. D-Egg, how are you?
Well, you know what, Cindy? I use Photoshop probably 95% of the time, and Illustrator maybe 5%.
He's really good at
The Photoshop.
He's really good at Photoshop, and you know what? Whenever he would get stuck, guess who he would call?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Oh my goodness.
But
She knows that program like,
she knows all of them.
I mean, because she can really, like, her drawing ability with, what's that thing we got her in high school?
The drawing tablet.
The drawing tablet, yeah.
Intuos.
Yeah. I wonder if she still has that or she upgraded.
But yeah, she uses the big one now.
She really, her whole, she can spend hours just drawing and drawing and drawing. She just, it's her thing. That's what she loves to do. And we all hope that we can find the thing that we absolutely love to do. What is that something that you feel like you felt, you fell off of it? Something that you really love doing, that you said, you know what? I need to start doing that again. Because I met someone who was like, she said, I really would love to get back into card making again. And she said, you really, when I see your creations, it makes me feel like I need to get back to doing this because I love doing it. And she never really knew why she stopped, but she just stopped doing it.
Okay. What she uses now is called a Cintiq. Now, Craft Girl on Mac, if you're a graphic designer, 99 times out of 100, you know what that is. A Cintiq. It's like the highest level of tablet for someone who's doing graphic illustrating. I mean, she has the screen is huge.
Her whole
she might have
office
paid almost $4,000 for that thing.
Her whole office space is absolutely beautiful. She really set it up to do. I mean, that's the thing that she always loved doing. Always loved to draw, and then I think they were drawing like with friends, right?
Yes,
like online,
on a chat,
right? Like on a chat, drawing together. And I was just like, right. What do you mean you're drawing together? But technology.
Well, actually, the app, it was set up in such a way where they would draw, chat, and they would also create like the narration of their drawings as they went along. It was kind of cool. Graph Girl on Mac, I'm old school too. Matter of fact, the first drawing tablet I ever got, it was one of Chelsea's original ones.
Yep.
We got her one. She was, what grade was she in? About the 7th grade or something? She was pretty young with it.
Yeah, and then she took her first graphic arts class in like 10th grade.
I think it was 9th.
Right, it was 9th grade. And then she wanted to, she was like, I can't miss first period because I have my graphic arts class. Who knew that she would make a full-on career out of this, She
loved that thing. And then when she finally, I think, then we got her, we kind of got a really good one. It was really large screen and stuff. So she gave me the one that she had. And I was like, I got to do something with it. I don't know what, but I got to do something. So that's how I ended up getting.
Yeah, you got good. You got good real quick too, baby.
And at first I started doing a bunch of tutorials on YouTube. Then I started taking courses on lynda.com, and I'm talking, I go through the whole course, A through Z, like a 25-hour course or something, 30 hours. Very intense.
Lynda was next level.
But at the end, I still felt like I didn't know anything. I know just enough to really just confuse myself.
You know a whole lot, though.
Well, what ended up happening, when I would really run into trouble, I would call Chelsea up, and she wouldn't even be near her near the software. And she would just say, okay,
press this, click here.
So-and-so.
Right.
Do this, go there. You probably look to the left, 7 tools down, you're going to see this tool.
Oh, my goodness.
Do this. And she would say, screen record everything I'm getting ready to tell you. So you can watch this as a reference. Right?
These youngins, okay.
So I would do that. And I'm telling you something. I would be on there for about 30 minutes or so. And I would learn more in 30 minutes with Chelsea than I would in weeks with a course.
She broke that thing down. It's amazing how once you start a thing, everything, even if you don't know fully what to do, once you start moving towards it, everything will line up to give you exactly what you need to complete whatever that thing is.
Right. Yeah. I remember Chelsea used to say, look, forget all the tutorials. She said, look at the tools. Look at what they do. And just think about what that means. She says, you understand layers. You understand this. You understand that. She said, now it's time to think.
Right.
And I'm like, it's time to think.
Our child teaching us, you know?
And the next thing I knew, I found myself,
yeah.
as I would face a problem, I would start thinking about it. And I started thinking, instead of going to a tutorial, I started saying, you know what, I wonder if I took this tool, took this layer, put this mask on it, do this. I wonder, could I get, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, wow. It started working. So, yeah.
Oh, Alabaster Box Creation said we got our daughter a drawing tablet when she was in 5th grade and started her in an art classes outside of school. Oh my goodness.
That's one of the best
That's
things
going to be
done.
Because Chelsea has certainly made a career out of this. I mean, and not like just it, that particular industry is very, very lucrative. She could have the ability when you say you're always drawing on your tablet. These companies need graphic artists, graphic designers. They need these kind of people. Now, Chelsea is now a UX designer for this major company, and she gets to work from home while doing it.
Right, we're working on projects that are taking place in different parts of the world.
Yeah, she really.
And you know, the downside, like for years, we used to talk to a lot of you familiar with John, our other artist, and he's a phenomenal artist.
Yes, he's the one we started out with when we first started.
Right. And we tried to get
doing our cards, started our business. When we first started our business, John was with us.
Right. We tried to get him to take some classes. You know, I even had an old pad. I said, I would give this to John. But John was like, no, I don't want no tablets. I just don't understand it. I said, John, it's not, let me help you. And he fought it. So now he's reached a point where he's lost, you know, he's put himself in a box, you know?
Yeah. And
he still gets bored.
Yeah, he still
not
does.
Like he could get.
Yeah, he just, you know, and that's fine, you know. Sometimes you know, I still love like his artistry and his mastery of the arts. He's so talented. But, you know, the industry is moving in so many directions right now that if you don't try and keep up, you can get left behind, you know.
In fact, you will get left behind.
He's still illustrating books though too. So
yeah, manually.
Right.
But think how many books he's not illustrating as a result of it.
Yeah, Alabaster Box. I used to tell Chelsea, you need to do your other schoolwork because, you know, you can't be on the tablet drawing all the time. And now guess what?
She's on the tablet.
This is her expertise now. She actually ended up designing her entire website for her wedding. The invitations, all of it. Because she's a designer, she knows how this kind of stuff works. Okay, so I'm just cutting some of these little pieces up now and just putting them together. Look, this is such like art. This is what I like doing because I know that it's not going to be a cookie cutter card. And I know it's just going to be something different. Can y'all hear the excitement in my voice because I'm in my craft room right now? Sitting up. Something that you take for granted, right? Sitting in your craft room, sitting up. The things we take for granted. 6 Wheels.
Hot Wad Mama, aka 6 Wheels, says the wedding was gorgeous, as was all your outfits.
Oh, thank you. We had a great time. I actually posted it for y'all because I know we had promised, and Chelsea wanted me to share it with y'all too. Chelsea and Manny, they were like, yes, please. You know, You always want to get people's permission, you know.
Cindy Piper says, I made digital scrapbook kits and stuff. I'm not good by any means, but it was fun. I started out using Photo Impact, and I love that program. I do use Photoshop now. You know what, Cindy? Here's the interesting thing. Even though Photoshop is the name, you know, the so-called industry standard, that kind of thing like that. One thing I learned from one of my friends, he used to always say, look, it doesn't matter, like if you use the so-called big name product, he says, what matters is how fluid I am on the product that I do use. You know, and this guy could do some stuff. Oh my God. On a bootleg, no-name product that hardly no one was using. And I'm telling you, this guy was a bad boy on that thing. He wouldn't even upgrade. He was like, upgrade for what? I can do everything I need right now without upgrading anything.
Using the tools he had already, right?
I said, Reggie, but you're like at least 10 upgrades behind. He says, no, I'm not. He's some fluid on this.
That's going to look nice. I just put a little bit of a border around it. I could have gone with a yellow border, but I think this would look, that one looks nicer.
Jennifer Real says, Tracy, did you get my message?
Jennifer, where did you, I hadn't been checking all of the messages because my eyes had not been feeling good. But where did you message me at? I'll have to go look.
Let's see.
This would be cute. This yellow. Let's see.
It's on Messenger.
Oh, okay. I'll go look. Yeah. Thank you, Jennifer.
Okay, Cindy. Cindy said Corel bought Photo Impact and killed it. It doesn't play well with Windows anymore. You know what? Corel used to be the program. It was at one point. It was actually considered to be better than Photoshop, and I think the marketing by Adobe just kind of pushed those products out there with such a vengeance that it kind of took off the same way McDonald's took off over Burger King, even though I think Burger King might have started first. But they didn't push. They should have had their version of Ronald McDonald.
Look how cute that looks. Look at that.
Please. That's nice.
The colors just...
Yes, they do.
Just pops really nicely.
How's your mom doing, Trace?
She's doing good.
Samantha said Chelsea must get her talent from you. Chelsea gets her stuff from everybody because here's what's really interesting, Samantha. Chelsea she excels in everything. It's not like she's only crafty or only artistic.
Well, her creative ability, yeah.
She's extremely good in science, math, English. It doesn't even matter, you know what I mean?
World issues, the whole bit. She's a good conversationalist, you know?
She's made a conscious decision to focus her efforts here. But in her spare time, like she built her own computer, she'll research stuff. I'm talking intimately.
Mm-hmm.
I
remember when I first told Chelsea, it was 4th grade. It wasn't really our first time telling her, but I would save all their artwork. I was that parent that had all their artwork on the refrigerator. All of the artwork
from years back.
And I would and then I'd save it I was one of those parents. I couldn't throw away anything. I wanted them to see their handwriting. I wanted them to see because I figure once they're grown, they're going to look back at this stuff and see what their handwriting looked like or a picture that they drew looked like. So I would be that parent. And I was like, Chelsea, your artwork, this is when she was in 4th grade, your artwork is really good. Because she had her characters, and then the characters had names, and then the names had certain personalities. And she was like, you're just saying that because you're my mom. And I was like, no, your stuff is actually really good. And so years later, I was like, Chelsea, you think your stuff is really good now? After telling me, oh, you're just my mom telling me that it's really good. You're just saying that because you're my mom. But to see the development and growth over the years was just absolutely wonderful. And to continue to see the growth, even with both of them, Chelsea and Ariel. Um, like Ariel, with her being a creative, a content creator and influencer, her stuff is just through the roof. And she just amazes me with the amount of her work ethic is it's just next level. Her work ethic. She looks for opportunities and goes out and gets opportunities. And she started in her dorm room. So don't let anyone tell you that you can't create a thing. She started in her dorm room. I remember when she first said, Mom, this was her freshman year, remember? She was like, Mom, people keep asking me around campus about my hair. So I said, well, why don't you answer them in a video? Like, create your own channel and answer them in a video. And that's exactly what she did. That's exactly what she did. And she has never looked back.
You know what I'm saying, Sarah Johnson?
She's never looked back. Okay. What did Sarah say?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I'm messing with her.
But you just never know the journey that when you start something, you might not see the full picture. And you just don't know what God has in store for you. Like, just with this whole YouTube thing, no one knew that when we started, we were going to meet so many wonderful people along the way and really have a crafting community who is just beyond amazing, when I think about the journey. But imagine if we never put that video up. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if we never put the video up or never said, oh my goodness, I don't want to do live streams anymore. Or you just never know what that thing is, until you actually do it. And then you just keep doing it. And then along the way, the tools will be sent to you to continue doing it, If that makes sense. Am I speaking to anybody on here? Someone needs to hear that. Because I remember when we first got on YouTube and I was like, Bill, you remember when we first, we had no clue what we were doing. We got on YouTube and we were like, we really had no clue. Like, seriously, we were like, what is this? And why is this? And then I was like, it's a bunch of young folk on here. I ain't going to be on YouTube. Because I was probably in my late 40s at that time. I was in my late 40s when we started the channel. I was like, this is for young folk. But I put it out there and I found people just like us, right?
Six Will says, Bill, I've been watching your TikTok videos.
Bill's been TikToking, y'all.
That's wild.
He's fun. He's a funny guy. I really want him to sing, okay? But that's just me.
Craft Girl says, because of you, I started the YouTube channel.
Oh my goodness. You see what I'm saying? That just makes me feel like, you just start thinking about life and what is it that you want to do in these later years in life. And if I could just influence just one person, to find whatever that thing is that they want to do, like just be like one of those people who just like, you know what, because of you, I did this. That right there, that's golden for me. People talk about, oh, I want to be successful on social media. I want to be successful on YouTube. I want to be successful on TikTok. And I think about like, what does that really mean for you? Like when you want to do this social media thing, there's a lot of elements to it, right? And you have to be really comfortable in your own skin and not compare yourself to anyone else. You just have to be you, and your people will find you, whoever that is. Now, we've had people who have come along and said, "You're just not my cup of tea." Well, go make some new tea then.
and get a new cup.
If we're not your cup of tea, then that's okay.
Use your hands.
So, it just depends. And my thing is, I want to reach the heart of people, period. I want to be able to say something encouraging that allows you to get through that next day, you know?
Right. And when you know what? When you reach your people, that will happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm not in it for the numbers thing. I'm in it because I know there's people who are going through some stuff. And I feel the joy when I see other people winning.
Six Will says life would be boring if we were all the same.
And you know what I'm saying? What's that one saying? Why be a copy when you can be an original?
Nikki Jane says, well, they're boring if you and Bill ain't their cup of tea. Ali Moore says you have to have a thick skin.
You do. You have to have a thick skin, and you have to kind of really not care. Just shrug it off and say, you know what? Whatever my calling is, it's okay that you're not part of that calling. But I got to go here because I got people I need to influence. I have someone I need to inspire. I have someone who needs to be uplifted today because they're not feeling good. They're not feeling good.
Right.
So I need to show up for that person.
Well, because when your call came, you answered.
Right. So I don't focus on the people that say, y'all talk too much on the channel. Y'all laugh too much on it. You'll never be everything to everyone. So,
you know what? While you're talking, I'm looking at the screen on the computer, and the first video I'm looking at underneath the live chat is by Miles Monroe, and the title of it happens to be "Stop Caring What Others Think of You."
Woo!
That Miles right there. Said, let me get into this conversation.
Miles Monroe.
Lily says, because of you, I'm making cards. I was a scrapbooker.
Look, and if y'all don't know Lily
Lily McGee, please.
Lily McGee is a card making. She is no joke when it comes to this card making. If I would have quit though, guess what? Imagine the card campaigns that we've had. That would have never come to fruition.
Imagine all those card campaigns we had that would have not been touched by Lily McGee, who has sent thousands of cards at this point.
Oh my goodness. So if you don't want us to sing on the channel, this is not the channel for you. And that's okay. Actually, you could leave quietly. You don't even have to say anything.
Or you can leave loudly.
You don't even have to tell me that you're leaving.
But just leave.
Y'all, I get people telling me that I'm leaving. Okay, just let me open the door for you then.
Leaving on a jet plane.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Craft Girl and Meg says, I want to start a card campaign. You know what? That's the same thing Betty Penny said when the children were hurt, like in Uvalde. And on her very first one, I think she got about 16,000 cards.
Might have been more than that.
It might have been more than that.
Mm-hmm. But we would have never met Betty Penny. It's all the online stuff. I would have never met Cinnamon Cooney. Imagine. Now Cinnamon Cooney, I'm so glad to have been able to meet her.
Oh my goodness.
You know, I mean, she passed about the month of December. But what a wonderful soul. All these people I never would have been able to meet, you know, And if she didn't start on YouTube, imagine the amount of lives that she has touched.
Oh my God.
And continues to touch.
Even after she's gone, because that channel's
Yes.
still there. With,
Yeah.
I don't know how many subscribers.
So it's like, what do you want your footprint to look like in this world, you know?
Six Will says, this isn't the airport. You don't need to announce your departure.
I love it. Okay.
Bye, Felicia.
Oh, boy. And it's okay because I'm going to show up and be regardless. It's okay that you don't want to watch. I'm not hurt by it. We just not, I mean, if I don't like a certain channel, which I know what goes into creating, like with, you know, YouTube and all of that, I know what that's like. So I respect anybody that's on here creating. And I would never say to someone, oh, I don't like, you know, such and such, or I don't like your nail polish, or I don't like, I'm like, really? It's okay.
Well, at least something trivial that has nothing to do with the subject at hand.
Right. Yeah, you got birds in the background because I only have a space in my backyard where I can craft. Like that is
And
my
birds
craft.
happen to
That's
be
my
back
craft
there.
space. I don't have anywhere else to craft.
No.
You know, like people don't really realize like you're not in this big studio. So I started in the backyard.
Of course, you could always use them as an excuse. I would do this, but there are birds back here, so I guess I won't do it.
I don't like hearing the birds. Who doesn't like birds? Okay. Apparently that person. Hey, Bertha. I don't like when y'all sing. Okay, then don't. You can turn down the volume or you can go to a different channel. Because I'm going to sing.
This is interesting. Gaetan says, lately I had a hard time knowing what to do to make a card. So I took a card that I made before and did it again.
There you go.
And it helped me to get new ideas.
Look at that. You never know what's going to happen until you start. Seriously. You just never know what's going to happen until you start. But guess what? You got to start.
Craft Girl Amet says, I need to be more myself in my videos. I'm working on that.
Read that again, babe.
I need to be more myself in my videos.
I think that was one of the hardest things when Bill said, because we used to edit everything out. Like we got to a certain point, we were editing this and editing, and Bill was like, leave the mistakes in your crafting, leave the mistakes. So that way, because people make mistakes. So why not turn that into a lesson? Like, yeah, even me on YouTube makes mistakes. Yeah.
Well, actually,
I'm not putting on any airs. This is who we are. If you came to our house, I want you to feel like if you came to our house, the same way you feel on here being welcome is the same way you would feel like if you stepped into our house. You would feel welcome. We would laugh. We would have a good old time. Ask Sarah Johnson.
Well, I always felt like the mistakes, that's the essence of crafting. What are you going to do now that you're confronted with this?
Right. Now that my glue bottle is jammed.
So-called problem.
Right. And it gets easier. Live streams are harder. People say that live streams are harder because you can't edit out the mistakes. Or someone may try to come in your live stream and say some stuff, But the mission is different, we're trying to touch lives and be there for so many. We have a beautiful community, and I'm not going to allow someone saying something negative to keep us away from our community. I'm just not going to do it, so
usually
say what you want to.
When they say,
I'm good.
When they say stuff, they're not really trying to keep you from your community. They're trying to keep you away from you.
Yeah, but guess what? There's some people who have gotten some really nasty things said to them, and they'll never show up again.
Right.
Because of what someone said about them. And so I don't want to be able to give anyone enough power
To think that they
to
can
think that it's
keep
okay,
you from you.
so that they can think that they can keep us from getting together, right? Because the love that we share on this channel and with so many of you, and the love that y'all have for us and vice versa, that's that's winning to me. That right there, that is success. When
I
people
mean,
say, what is success on social media? This right here is success. This, what's going on right here, the engagement. And then it flows out into our group. And so many of you have made friends through the group. That's what the real success is.
I remember reading stories about, people who are so phenomenal, like Simone Biles or something. Everyone knows her track record is just, it can't even be, you can't even compare it next to anyone who's ever lived, practically. And people will come on there, on her channels, her social media, and talk about her hair or something. Oh, your hair. Did you see what Simone just did? Yeah, but her hair.
Right. So they focus on the
What?
wrong things. People just focus on the wrong thing. Yep. It seems like lives would be easier because of not having to edit. Yeah, people get, but now you're on, like, you're live, like whatever happens in here. Y'all saw the cat jump on here. I think last week she jumped on the desk and on the table. I'm so used to it, hey, it happens. Someone else would probably be like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. We already know, y'all. The cat might jump up here. You might hear Gooby coughing in the background. You might hear the dogs barking. It's just part of,
But Alabaster box. I agree with you though. It does seem like it'd be easier not having to edit, because it shows what will happen. Okay, like say for instance, you're making a card and you accidentally do it the wrong way. Do you just start over, or do you say, you know what? Let me make it work. Because in real life, this is what you would do.
right.
You would make the
editing.
correction.
Yeah.
You wouldn't apologize. You would say, oh, okay.
Now, at first, when we went live, I was like, first time we went live years ago when they first started doing live streams on YouTube.
Yeah.
Woo. There was some things that were said on some of those lives where I was like, I don't know if I want to be doing this. This is like, there was some really ugly things said about me and Bill. And so if I had not just went ahead and pushed through, I could have allowed that to stop me. Yep. Look at that, y'all. Look at the beauty. How pretty is that? And we got this bottle right here. I could actually add this on the inside. Oh, that doesn't look good.
Tina Barker says, if you study people, you will find some folks have all their taste in their mouth. Alabaster Box says, that's what makes reality TV so popular.
Yeah. Reality TV.
Reality TV. Norma Creations, Jennifer Real like the cards.
Thank y'all so much.
And
I'm just over here talking with y'all.
And Samantha. And Gay Can.
I'm here just talking with y'all and just doing our thing. Just creating, right? Mindlessly creating. Look how nice that looks. Now I can put the bottle on there. Let's put it right there.
Jennifer Hopkins says,
perfect.
You make it look so easy.
Because you know what? Sometimes you just got to get out of your own way. Sometimes we're in our own way, and it stops us. when we're in our own way. So I'm just grabbing this stuff and putting it together, grabbing and putting it together. So now, like, this is a blank canvas.
Amy's cave.
Hey, Amy. It's like a blank canvas.
Says, so how's your back?
It still gets tight. Now, on Tuesday, they did a what do you call it? Sonogram, ultrasound. What is it called? I can't remember. Ultrasound.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, we only have to do one side. You know, they only had to do one breast. Okay. And then that machine, they had that machine. You remember the lady said
the manhandler.
The one that I had to like. It was a different lady. She was much more gentler. As I had told her, you know, like, I have not been the same since. Okay. I have not been the same since. I said my back, you know. So this lady was different. This was a different facility. So I had to get 2 tests. So I was glad they was able to schedule it back to back, and I was able to get results just like that. Ooh, let me get some of these. So now these 2 colors wouldn't really match, but you can still make them. You can still make them work. You can still make these work. John Pounds is on here. John.
Elaine Moore says, I received the bottle stamp and I'm looking at what you're doing with the bottle stamp.
Oh, I love it. Goops is messing. He under here messing with my feet right now.
What is
he must have to go out. Goopy. He have to go out the room. Okay.
Okay. You look at me like, you don't think I'm leaving? He's going nowhere.
He's not going anywhere?
No. Hi, Jan.
Jan, how are you? Let's see.
Jan says you can make anything work with embellishments you put on it.
Yes, you can. You can make almost anything work. Okay, so I got the blue here. Blue and orange, huh? And I happen to have this orange paper sitting over here, y'all. So guess what? Orange it is. Okay. Orange it is. Who says blue and orange won't work? Just never know how this is going to turn out.
No, Jennifer, real. Jennifer says Tracy out of stamp sets for February mailed out yet. Tracy talked about that at
Jennifer.
The beginning
okay.
Of this live. Yeah.
You're still at the manufacturer, Jennifer. And it's because it's we're behind, especially with everything that's been going on. So we've been trying to catch up for a couple of months. So you're going to get the February stamp set, and then we're going to pause. We're going to pause the Stamp of the Month Club. until we can catch up without burning ourselves out. So we're trying to be very mindful of our health while at the same time getting everything in order to have everything shipped.
Jennifer says you're making the blue and orange work.
Blue and orange. This is someone's team colors. I don't know who, but this is someone's team colors. What were y'all team colors, babe, back in high school?
Blue and white.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Worked out for me, huh?
Our team colors were, oh my goodness. That's a shame, Bill. I don't remember what our green and white. Green and white. Our high school colors were, green and white. Yep.
When I went to college, it was green and white.
Was it?
Yeah, Michigan State. Yeah. Rutgers was what? Red and white?
Red, white, and black. A little bit of black in there too. Oh, so let me see some of y'all team colors. Blue and gold. Blue and gold was John's colors. Karen said orange and black were her school colors. Mexico Tigers. What was y'all?
Craft Girl, you were trying. Thank you. First Craft Girl put blanket orange. Then she put Blake. Then she put LL. She finally got black and orange in there. Craft Girl.
She was trying, huh?
Cindy says they were the Tigers.
The Tigers.
We were called the Knights.
Oh, we were Scarlet Knights in college.
Yeah, we
Rutgers was Scarlet Knights.
Samantha says black and gold.
Black and gold.
Daddy, blue and gold.
Black and gold looks beautiful.
Karina says gold and red in college is white and Kelly green. Alabaster box, green and gold.
Green and gold.
That seems to be the most popular one, something in gold. Jennifer says purple and gold. Norma says she can't even remember.
No, you said you can't remember. Jennifer Hopkins said they were the Panthers.
Man, my high school don't even exist no more. That was one of the most painful things ever. Everybody, there were people who were crying.
Well, name your high school, babe. What was your high school?
Buena Vista High School.
Mm.
Our high school, every year, when the top 4 teams in the state in basketball, we would always be either 1, 2, 3, or 4.
So y'all don't even have a reunion anymore?
They've had them.
Oh, so they just have them anyway? Just
somewhere.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Oh, man.
Because there's no school to go to.
Wow.
The rumor is that someone who worked at the school, some kind of way, confiscated the money and disappeared. And the school was never able to recover from it.
John said they were the Warriors.
Warriors, come out and play. Remember that movie?
Yeah. Nikki Jane said anything with purple. Were those your school colors, Nikki Jane?
Amy had all kind of colors.
Okay, so where's my cheerleaders? I know we have cheerleaders here. Someone was a cheerleader somewhere.
Craft Girl says, my phone is killing me with typos.
Oh, Alabama.
Alabama box. I was talking to Alabama.
Oh, boy. Bill, read the comment. It went away. Now you done messed me up, okay? About Alabama. Pamela said they were maroon and gray Tigers for college and green and gold Eagles for high
Green and
school.
gold was very popular, huh?
Hmm.
Man, Natty says my high school closed in 2004. Wasn't that a sad
Oh.
day? Man, my school was gone.
Mm-mm-mm. Shout out to Brentwood High School, Long Island, New York.
Birthday, I had Michigan State colors, green and white.
We were the Brentwood Indians.
Cindy Piper says I was a cheerleader for the basketball team
Oh, look at you.
when she was in the Air Force.
What? I tried cheerleading and
Well, you were too athletic.
but that was
only
like
cheer.
Cheerleading is athletic, babe.
That was your kind of speed.
Well, I found my thing. You try out different things and then you find
Yeah,
your
but you
thing.
probably could have played basketball too if you had
They
decided
wanted
to
me
make that.
to. They wanted me to. Yeah.
So once you have a certain athleticism, it could have been lacrosse. So,
Yeah, but volleyball. If it wasn't that, it was volleyball would have been my thing. If track, if I didn't, that was my second choice. If track was my first choice, but my second choice was volleyball. If I had to pick a sport.
Jan says both my schools are now housing estates.
Oh,
Carmina said her high school was called the Rough Riders.
really?
That sounds tough there.
I don't even remember what our like. You know how you have your song for your high school. Like the high school, either like you have that theme song or for like the prom, I guess too. There's always a song that they choose. I can't remember what it's called, but I don't even remember that.
We need Joe Clark to come and make us learn the school song.
Mm.
You will sing it on demand. On demand. Okay. Linda Huffman says I was a rifle twirler. I did that.
Oh, I love that.
Actually, I was in a private rifle group. And we used to march in parades. We had to twirl the rifles and stuff.
Natty said she liked dodgeball until I got hit on my head. Look, Natty.
You wasn't dodging.
That dodgeball can become brutal, okay?
You wasn't dodging. You just played ball.
Dodgeball could be very brutal.
You know what it reminds me of? I was reading one time Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until you get hit in the face. Yep, Nanny says, I like dodgeball. It's like a hit on my head.
Do you get hit in the head? It ain't dodgeball. You ain't dodging no more, huh?
Dee was a statistician for the basketball team as a junior. Then she became a statistician for football.
Really?
You was the stat queen.
You know what? It's amazing. You just find your thing. You know what I'm saying? You just happen to find your thing.
Amy Cave says she grew up in a mid-sized city, so they had to replace the schools. The one remaining would not have supported the amount of students. So what did you do? Ship it all off to the other schools?
Wow. Okay, let's see. I need a little bit.
Okay, the East LA Classic.
Oh, that's what Amy was saying?
No, Carmina. It's a lot of stuff. 6 Wheels saying our high school houses the LaGuerre, I can't say it, the Independence mural The mural depicts 5 scenes from the Revolutionary War, composed of 32 panels, and was printed in France using 1,650 wooden blocks in 220
Oh my
different colors.
goodness.
In 1930s, believed that the school setting is the only place in the world where the complete set of panels is shown in one setting. The White House displays this mural, but part is upstairs and part is downstairs.
Oh wow. Talk about some history, huh?
I'm surrounded by animals.
Yes, you are.
Can't even move, okay?
You cannot move, babe. You are surrounded right now. There's no escaping. Strawberry, you see how quiet Strawberry is? Strawberry just likes to be in the room. She's such a good dog. Gooby will stare you to death like as if you owe him some money or something.
He tries to put the Vulcan dog lock.
And guess what? He gets and Gooby gets exactly what he wants too. We have actually a makeshift elevator for Gooby now, right? We call it the Gooby Vader. I'm not part of the Gooby Vader because I can't carry him because of my back, but Bill and Ariel have been doing Gooby duty, carrying him up and down the stairs. They're the Gooby Vaders. And Gooby's been loving it too, hasn't he? Gooby been getting a kick out of it. Gooby's been loving getting carried up and down the stairs. Gooby's just right here too. He's just So Bill and Ariel have been carrying Gooby up and down the stairs, y'all. And Gooby, he's been loving it. Normally Gooby would not want to be carried.
But you know,
he figured there's some
all
food.
The way.
His food is downstairs, so.
And then everybody else is upstairs, so he has to come up for that.
Mm-hmm. He doing good though, y'all. I'm so happy.
Amy's birthday was the other day, and she got to fully relax.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday, Amy.
She says her guy should be coming home maybe sometime this year.
Nice. Good news, right?
Craft Girl on Max says scrapbooking is for her, but card making is for everybody else.
Oh, that's your thing. Yeah. Good for you. You got to find your thing, you know? Whatever that is. Okay, right in that corner. I just wanted to let you know I'm praying for you. This would be good with a darker scrap. Let's see if I can find something darker on that. Bill's going to keep me aware of the time here, y'all. I am feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Right, babe?
Yeah.
What do we got on the time?
It's 1:14.
Oh, okay.
Amy says,
I'm still sitting up.
Looks like Chelsea and she are birthday twins.
Chelsea's
Amy's
the
birthday
16th.
Is the 18th.
Chelsea is the 16th, but I didn't get to post her. I don't know, YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. It's almost like Facebook had me in jail for some reason. It wasn't posting my comment.
They're fired.
Chelsea, yep. That was my baby, one of my babies, 32 years old.
Samantha says, are the Textures 2-stamp set going to be available for purchase soon?
Textures 2. Probably not soon because we're trying to catch up with everything else. But
I
that
think
has
they have
been
it
a
in digital.
very, huh?
I think I have it available in digital.
Yeah, but there's nothing like the. We do have it in digital, but there's nothing like that actual stamp set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are all my black scraps?
You know what I'm saying? You got to start with a fresh piece of paper.
I got one right here actually. This needs a black border on it. I do have a little bit of paper here. I didn't want to cut into a whole sheet. I didn't want to add to the. I didn't want to add to more scraps again, basically.
Jan. Jan, let me say my name.
What time is it where you are, Jan?
I think she said 6. 15, 6:16.
In the morning or PM?
Reagan Zick. Reagan says Bill probably threw them out when you were down with your back.
You know what I'm saying? Either that or Mingy, because Mingy looked like she just took over the craft room. Mingy was acting like the craft room was her space.
PM.
Okay, gotcha. Ooh. I can finally get in my craft room and clean up a little bit because it looks awful. Ooh. It's looking good. This little piece off right here. It felt like it needed a black border. Oh, y'all did your craft roulette cards. What was the what were the parameters for that? I gotta cut this down a little bit. Billy's knocked out.
And this one too.
Both of them. Both dogs in the craft room just knocked out, y'all. This is what I love about cards is that I've never made a card like this before. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like you just kind of go with the flow and just do you, you know? Let's see. I need orange. I need some orange in my life here. Let's see what this looks like. That's the orange. Orange to me.
Connie Teeter.
Hey, Connie.
Crystal Thomas tried to sneak in on me.
Crystal trying to sneak in. I don't think I've been back to my high school since I graduated, babe. I mean, I went to the first reunion.
But other than that,
that was the 10th reunion, and at that 10th reunion, I was pregnant. But I haven't been. Have you been back to your high school once you graduated?
No. That's because I was supposed to go back in a helicopter. And I never went back.
You said you were supposed to go back there?
Yeah. And because I have this stamp set with a beaver and otter. And there are logs with it.
They're who?
Logs, Logs.
Oh. Are you
Yeah,
gonna make something?
that Millsap says, I used your dog digital on my craft roulette card this week.
Oh my goodness. Did you post it in the group? I would love to see it.
Amy said, I refuse to go back to any of the high schools I went to. I hated high
Hmm.
school.
Well, I don't think I went back to mine either. Okay.
Reagan Zick says she never went back either because she was bullied
Hmm.
and well, she says those people have nothing for me to offer in my current life.
Wow. Gotcha.
You ever see? I've seen movies where the people they see you later and maybe they want to apologize, or there's some kind of revenge element going on. You know what I mean? It's really good. Good movies.
Okay. Filling in some space there, y'all. Just where I think it needs it, right?
Hi, Joanne Gilbertson.
See how I just added that color in? So I'm making sure that this orange and blue work. I have not been back to my high school. I think they're still, I don't think they don't remember all of that stuff, but
Just point to the wall
they,
in the gym when you go there.
of me being their top athlete.
And who are you?
And there was so much discussion. My senior year in high school, there was so much controversy, y'all, because they felt like I should not get the top athlete award because I was a girl. And how would that make like the boys look? The fact that they would give it to someone, to a female athlete. So, yeah.
Who happens to be an All-American. Well, the other guy, I think he was All-State, but he wasn't All-American.
He was really good. I mean,
Come on. That's like telling Michael Jordan. The other guy, he was pretty good.
He was good, babe.
But he wasn't
He was a swimmer. And that,
like I said.
I mean, I still got it, but I had to share it now because they were like, they ended up the 1 year that they would pick a girl as their top athlete, it was only one athlete would be chosen. And so I had an insider tell me, they said, ooh, those coaches were fussing because they were like, no way. How is this going to make the lacrosse team and the football team and the swim team look if they pick a girl? Right. So they ended up picking me, and they picked a guy also to as their top athlete. I had to share it. Go figure, y'all. Go figure. Go figure. And here's the other thing is my school record is still there. My high school record is still there.
There you go.
Yep, they didn't want to give it to me, Amy. They said there was a whole ruckus in there. Like, how would that look? It looked like the top athlete got it. I worked my butt off, okay? From 10th grade to 12th grade.
How dare she?
And not only that, I was a great student. That was the other thing. So, I made the grades too. Yep. They couldn't handle it. Just a little controversy there, you know. Look how cute that looks, y'all. That turned out really nice.
Sure did.
Now I gotta just put a card base on there.
What Jan said.
Hmm?
Jan said she couldn't wait to get out either because she was bullied too. Chris, a lot of people got bullied.
Man,
But you know what? Every high
Crazy.
school, there was
it's
always,
just crazy. You know, like,
everyone has experienced a bully. It may not have been ongoing as long as some of the other people, but somewhere a bully showed up,
yeah.
you know? And hopefully you got a chance to. My bully showed up in the 5th grade. Well, actually, they had already been bullying me from the 3rd grade
I can't imagine you being
to the
bullied.
5th. I was little in the 3rd grade.
And
Then I
look at
came-
you now.
When I came back in the 5th grade, well, they were like a whole head taller than me, right? And I came back in the 5th grade, and I was about an inch taller than them.
Mm.
I was like, ooh,
You done grewed up, huh?
it is on.
He grewed up, y'all. Look how cute that looks.
And it's almost like just to prove that the fact that I grew didn't mean nothing. They went out of their way to mess with me. Please. Once I saw that I was the same height or so, it was over.
Mm. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, Jen says, now I have the bully on my friends list on Facebook as I am
What?
forgiving and got called by my schoolmates who couldn't understand why I did that. And you know her answer, she couldn't remember doing it. She remembers.
Oh, wow.
Let me tell you something, don't let her fool you.
When they don't remember, that's just a whole
Oh, you
different
telling me
level,
all that agony
okay?
that went through, I was beneath the dignity and criticism for you even to remember doing the terrible things you did? I don't think so.
Mm-mm-mm. They didn't even remember bullying you, huh?
I almost do. He bullied my brother and I punched him in the face.
Mm.
And it felt so good to do it. I was happy.
Ah, Bill.
Phillips, I didn't know that was your. You know now.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
mess with my little brother.
Jeb was so happy. Yeah, get him.
But you know, you ever see those bullies that bully people so much, and then they meet their demise? We had a kid like that in our high school, and he didn't bully me, but he would bully my friend so much, and he would just get under everybody's skin. He ended up getting hit by a train.
Mm.
He ended up getting hit by a train. I was like, my goodness.
I mean, one bully, we knew he got shot. We were happy.
Oh my goodness, Bill.
We were.
Ah.
We were
Hey,
happy.
Vinny Penny.
We were just talking about you.
You sure what?
I am not going to tell you what we said.
We said good things. I miss you, Bitty Penny. There's this man that was the town bully until the town got together and took him out of this world. Really? Ooh, not the whole town.
And everybody turned their head. Sometimes, you know what? I hate to say it, but That's that old time vigilante justice.
Yeah. Connie, I'm feeling better. Like right now, I'm sitting back just a little bit to take the pressure off of my back. Feeling a little bit in my neck and my upper back still, just a little bit where it feels like it wants to spasm. Ah, there is power in numbers.
John is telling Biddy that your scissors are smaller than hers. But I don't.
Which one? These
Biddy Penny
or
uses some huge
these?
ones, don't she?
Let's see. I'm going to cut out. I just want to do one. Let's see what I got here. These colors kind of match.
But if they don't, do we care? Nope.
I could make them match, huh? With this paper right here.
Andrea White, how you doing?
Hey, Andrea.
John, how's Jill doing?
Jill's got the babies.
Well, she's running then.
Just start that way. I could do it
All right,
that way.
6 Wolves has to go and get ready for the doctor.
All right. You take care now.
All right, prayers for you. John says she just told me that the babies are not napping today. Nap? Why don't you want to nap?
Boy, when they told me, I remember when I was a new mom and everybody was like, sleep when the baby sleeps. I'm like, no, I could clean up. I could do this over here, do that. Ciao.
Better get some chloroform.
I was like, what? You said get some who?
Chloroform.
For what?
Just put them out. You ever see like
No.
bad guys catch somebody?
No, not the baby bill.
Anyway,
getting back to my story.
Kidnap them.
No, that's I'm talking about. People said nap when the baby sleep when the baby sleeps, and I would try to get 100 things done. Look, I learned quickly.
When they sleep,
I was like, let me go ahead and rest while the baby's resting.
Dan's like, no, not chloroform.
You know what I'm saying?
Brady Zick says I'm gonna get kicked off.
He gonna get kicked off. I don't know what he talking about. Give him some chloroform.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Jill over there running around with the kiddos, huh?
Amy Kay says, look, I do remember when kids got NyQuil and Benadryl. I thought you have a cold.
Nope.
Yes, you do. Come here.
Them not napping is not a good thing.
Actually, I remember when I was in the kindergarten, some kind of daycare. We were in Tennessee. And I remember every day at a certain time, which is pretty soon, we had to take about we had to take a nap, and nap seemed like it took forever.
I mean, if the kids don't nap, kids do not function well if they don't get a nap.
We had the ladies' blanket looking things on the floor and lay down. Now you didn't have to go to sleep if you didn't want to, but you wasn't getting up.
Mm.
And because you were laying down there, eventually you fell asleep. Ali Moore says, I was on TikTok and told this lady how we were sending cards to the veterans and active military personnel. Her husband wanted me to tell you all thank you. He received one.
Oh,
He
what?
fully enjoyed it.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, isn't that something, huh, Eileen? Buy 75% heads to go out. Betty says, I remember trying to get my kids a nap and I would be the only one to fall asleep.
Kids be just up, huh?
I remember the first time I was in the military, right? And I came home, I had to take care of my son, Brandon. And he was at the age, he had just started walking. Kind of, not really, but, so the baby's always about to fall down and kill himself on everything. And by the time everybody came back, I was lying in the middle of the floor. He was about to go crawl off into some kind of danger, but I was done. I was finished. Okay?
Already?
I said to myself, how in the world? I need a harness for this kid with one of those retractor cables. You know what I mean?
For your kid.
Yes, he would not be still. Please don't move.
I missed some of y'all comments. I'm up here being nosy, but I don't need to be stretching my neck looking up at the TV. So, Biddy Penny, in case you came in late, and for those of you that may have come in late, if you are part of the Stamp of the Month Club, Bill and I have been just fell behind so much. So we're going to pause the Stamp of the Month Club for March. You're going to still get your February stamp set. So we'll get that out to you. It's still in manufacturing. So that was our fault. We fell behind with all the stuff that's been happening. But I wanted to let you know that we are going to pause it so that we can catch up. We need to catch up. And I just don't feel right without us not pausing. Okay, we need to pause and take a moment because I don't like not being able to be caught up and getting your stuff shipped out in a timely fashion. So we made the decision to pause it for now. Thank you, Biddy Penny, because life has just been lifing these last couple of months. Life has been lifing.
John Pounds and them got 8 inches of snow.
What?
Almost said 8 pounds of snow.
They said winter storm warning for us, and then I'm looking outside and it's just as sunny. It's cold though, but it's
sure
sunny.
Is cold.
Now it's really cold.
I saw snow come down barely for about maybe 2 minutes. That was it.
Yep. Oh, Amy. Amy said, we know it's just you two doing this. Y'all need to get yourselves healthy. We definitely do. We were talking about it. It was like, man, I just feel like we put out one fire, another fire comes, just firestorm after firestorm. But you know what? God is good. I got a clean bill of health on Tuesday. So you look at, we're still winning. with everything that's going on, we're still winning. And God still got us.
We thought we were playing that song. Remember that song? Fire. Remember that song?
I do remember it. God is still in control, still doing things, you know? Oh, look at Joanne Gilbertson. She said, I am on my way to get my toes done. She said, no problem. Just take care. Thank you.
Andrea says, yes, we're all winning.
Got a clean bill of health. Winning. Y'all don't understand. When you have your health, if your health fails, you can't do anything, you know? And just with Bill coming now, Bill is getting on track. They set him up with someone that helps you with keep him on track to keep his heart healthy.
This is a cardiac rehab.
Right, he's got a cardiac rehab.
I actually need to call
team and
the cardiac people today.
Mm-hmm. So it's just a lot of stuff going on, and we just got to make sure. My mother, we took her to her eye exam, and she's doing fine. Her one eye is great. She was having pain in her eye where she can no longer see. She was having pain in that eye, so that was a concern. But everything is under control now, and everybody's just getting back, back healthy.
Raylan DeWoody says we are up to 16 degrees today. Up to 16. Up. And that's a heat wave.
Woo! This is why I love these Cutter Bee scissors. Look at this. Let me do this again. This is the stuff I like. It's just cutting out these little tiny pieces. I know this is not everybody's thing, but just like stuff like this. It's the little things that truly matter when you're thinking about stuff. Look at this. Just being able to just sit up in the chair. When you're in bed and you can no longer do a certain thing, you start thinking about some stuff. You start not taking things for granted anymore.
It's been cold when you start talking about up to 16. Normal up to 21.
Just like little things like this. Isn't that a shame?
Amy says
little things like this make me happy.
Cutter bees will change your mind about fussy cutting.
Cutter bees.
Yeah, Toby.
Huh? What? Toby?
Toby uses those gargantuan scissors. Toby says, "Are we telling my business?"
Gayten says she said, "I love my Cutter bee."
Hi, Millie Reese.
Millie, I'm feeling good. I'm going to get off in a minute because I'm going to, like when I look up at the TV, because I'm nosy to read your comments, I can feel it in my neck. It's almost like a pulling, like, only thing about taking muscle relaxants is that it puts me out. It makes me just it makes me feel loopy.
Andrea says, not saying this is what's going on, but sometimes God has to slow us down so we can take care of ourselves.
Yes, exactly. And I don't stay in bed. It'll tell you. I do not. I keep moving. I keep on moving.
Lady Penny says, praise the Lord for your clean bill of health. God is good every day, even when things are crumbling and transforming.
Right. You have to look for the messages because God's messages comes to you in the things that happen around you. And so we'll look at it as, oh, there's an accident ahead. I'm stuck in traffic, but you could have been part of that accident, right? There's a reason for all of it, And so we have to look at the blessings and instead of get frustrated why a door closed, be joyful
that
another one has opened, right? Stop looking at the closed door and look at the one that has opened.
I can't quite open it, but it's cracked and I can see through the crack.
Y'all better.
Ooh, I can see through the crack.
See through the crack.
It ain't open. It ain't got to be open. I can see through the crack. Okay, I got hope. I got some hope.
Got some hope.
That crack. Ooh, look at that crack.
Yep. But a lot of times we end up staring at the closed door and we don't see God's blessing
Even
or
with the
God's
crack.
protection over our lives.
Don't look at that crack. Look at the fact that the door is closed.
The door is closed.
You look at the door closed. I'm looking at this crack. Okay.
Right.
Betty Penny says, excuse me, yeah, Betty says, I tried cutter beads for 5 minutes and said, nope.
No, really.
John Powell says, my man says it's a full-size Scotch brand and he loves them.
Well, there you go, John Pound. Look at John with his crafty self. Talk about his Scotch brand scissors.
Amy says, I haven't been live for about a week. It's time then, Amy.
Amy.
It's all right. Enjoy this reprieve. And come back refreshed.
Look at that.
Yep, sentimental. You're
Listen,
heading to China.
I've learned over the years, and I have learned that rejection has been protection. Woo, Andrea White, you better say it. All right, y'all, I can't do anything. I can't do any more today. But look what I have done. Look at this.
Those are good.
Look at this right here. I'm going to save these because I want to do some master boards with these. Because I have a lot of scraps. See that? I'm so glad that I did get to come on here with y'all. Even though it's, even though it's for a moment. Even though it's for a moment. Got to come on here with y'all. Those aren't these
Lee.
Aren't these, look, y'all, that's the stamp set. That's y'all's stamp set. Okay. Bottled up. Bottled up. Now I could put another one of these right here if I wanted to, huh?
Elizabeth.
Gonna make me, look at y'all gonna make me do another one of these, huh? So it could go here too. I can put it right here. I could put it on this one right here. It balances that out. Not gonna think about it, y'all. Yes, y'all take care of yourselves. I'm so glad that we're on here today. Because guess what? People who need... Bill, why are you looking at me like that? People are the luckiest people in the world.
I see you, JTN.
All right, I'm going to put this one more right here. And that balances it out. So don't be afraid to choose 2 colors that you might not use. You can make it work. You can make it work, y'all. All right, y'all. It was so wonderful being on here with you. I'm glad to be up and around. I'm going to have to rest again. Andrea White said, you two keep doing what you do. The way you do, as long as he allows. Life is happening for and to you. And I didn't get the rest of that. Life is happening.
And we will be here when you're here.
Thank you.
Take care of yourselves, everyone. We need each other.
Yes, we do. All right, y'all. Y'all take care and have a wonderful rest of the day.
Right,
and make sure you know what? Do some self-care, y'all. Do some self-care.
Bye! Sarah